Hey, this is Rick and welcome back to my channel. From time to time I put out a bunch of videos on whatever. My channel doesn't really cover anything in specific. It could be pets, it could be plants, it could be DIY projects, it could be anything. So you never know what I'm going to come out with next. Hit that subscribe button's down there in the corner, click that, it's going to be running throughout the video. That'll subscribe you to my channel. Hit that bell on the YouTube page and that'll give you anything new that I just put out. So let's get to it. Okay, so we're going to try to reproduce these plugs that are used in the Aerogarden, but I'm sure you could use these plugs for just about anything. Now, the actual cone-shaped basket that goes into the Aerogardens is measuring about 3 inches overall in the length, and at the bottom of them, going to measure about just shy of 3/4. That tapers down, but it starts at around 1.25 inches at the widest point, and if you flip this around, the outer part is about 1.75 inches. Where it starts there is roughly 1.25 inches at the top. Now the plug itself is measuring about 2 5/8 long at the widest part. It's going to measure about 3/4 of an inch, and it tapers down to 1/2 inch at the bottom. So we're going to try to reproduce this as well as other plugs that may be used. Now this is made out of sphagnum peat moss. Some of the higher end ones that you're going to buy on the market are made out of the cocoa core, which is the husk from the coconut that's harvested. But we're going to try to work with this, but I'm sure it would work with the sphagnum peat moss or the cocoa core, and we're going to make it more economical and more readily available for us to use. I'm going to build an applicator for this. So here on the East Coast, Northeast Coast, Delaware region, we're having a lot of problem with weather right now. Even though we're dealing with this virus, unfortunately, and we're all stuck in our homes, I decided to throw this video together to maybe help us out a little bit. Because of it being so cold outside right now, we're actually in like the 40s, believe it or not, and this is the first week of May. Just crazy with all the COVID-19, and it's just been nuts. I mean, the weather and everything else. I've got plants that are growing upstairs and they're ready to go into their planters, and go into the ground, which you can't. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to put them into separate planters, and then hopefully they'll slow down a little bit when they get transferred over, and then I could throw them in the garden maybe hopefully 3 or 4 weeks, this weather gets a lot better. So I decided to put this video together. This is for like aquaponics maybe, or hydroponics. We need some kind of medium plug that we're going to grow in that's inert and doesn't have like a nutrient base where it changes the pH or the nutrients of a plant. So peat moss is always the best thing to handle that kind of stuff, when you throw it in your gardening mix. So I'm going to make these homemade plugs. I have an Aerogarden. If you saw some of my other videos, check them out up top there, click on them. And I need new plugs for that so I can start some new seedlings for, like I said, for the garden or whatever. And I thought that this video would be a good video to put together. If you're familiar with peat moss, it comes like this, almost looks like a really ground up type of dirt. You see how it's real fine, it sticks to my hands. And a big bag of this is running, I don't know, $15, $18 I think. And you can make a lot with that, or do regular soil mixes too for your garden plants and stuff. Hopefully you can see that peat moss. And you get that from your big box stores or Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever. And we're going to try to do that. You saw the beginning of my video. I'm going to show you the Aerogarden baskets. You can use regular baskets, net pots, whatever you want. And we're going to make little plugs for them so that you can use this stuff. So the first thing you're going to want to do is maybe pour off some of your peat moss into like a smaller container that's more manageable. Maybe get a couple inch layer in there to start with. Then you're going to take your hose, spread it out a little bit, and you're going to lightly get that moist. You don't want it soupy, you just want to make stuff moist. Ball it up with your hand. And it's going to be a little messy. Hopefully you have something you can work with, like some tubs or a 5-gallon bucket or something, if you don't have access to like a garage or a space like that. All right, so once you get this consistency, almost like a mud, then you're pretty good. This stuff will take a lot of water. You can see right there. So this is going to be the easy part. These are the original plugs that I showed in the video for Aerogarden, and they're like about 1/2 inches by maybe 2 inches long. I can't remember what the measurements were. You have to check that out real quick. Put a little hole in the end if you want. For just to show this, here's like a little net cup. Not a net cup. Here's like a little, red cup, like a solo cup. You can get these from like the dollar store. They're little small ones for like shots and stuff. So what you want to do is you'll take this mixture, just water, like I said, and the sphagnum peat moss, and you're going to pack it in there nice and tight. Now what you're doing is you're building just like a mold. If you got a bunch of these, like a dozen of them or more, you can put them off to the side like this, and then you just want to try to maybe squeeze the water out a little bit. Turn upside down just like you're making a sand castle on the beach, if you're familiar with the beach. And then see how that molds together like that? You're going to put that out on like a windowsill or hopefully a sunny surface, and it will stay molded just like that. So there you go. There's one of your plugs that you can use for your larger net pots or whatever. Once that dries out after a couple of days, and it hardly costs you any money at all, those big bags compared to these things, and shipping and all, it can be pretty expensive. So you can picture that as a nice soil plug. That's one way of doing it. And then if you have some PVC pipe, you can cut some little pieces like this. And it's basically the same thing. You're going to pack this up. Just stuff it right in there. Let it go down in the PVC. Could be time consuming, or hey, do it with the kids if you got kids. Give them something to do, play around with, have fun with it. There you are. And then just slide it on out. Like the old Play-Doh makers. I know, that's showing my age. See that little plug I just made? You can make it however long you want and however thick you want. And let that dry out, like I said, on a windowsill with like maybe some wax paper on there or something, or just regular paper. And then that'll come out like a really nice soil plug. And you can see that. Nice and compact, and it's just like the ones you're going to buy at the store. And you can change whatever design you want. Look, you can put a bunch of it in there and then just keep cutting it off however long you need it for your net pots. Now, we're getting down to like the Aerogarden. Here we are, this is 1/2-inch PVC pipe, and you want to pack that up. You can make some kind of newfangled gadget if you want, with a little flat end on the other end of it that you can push through. It's up to you. I'm not in the mood to make all that stuff today. I'm just trying to give you an idea how this could work. Keep pushing it in there. If you like playing in mud, this is right up your alley then. So there we go. Just pack it in there nice and tight. Take your finger or something else. And there you go, just push it right on out. Alright, so there you go. Now, granted, this is wet, so you really can't tell, but this could be the same thing as this once it dries, and you slide that right into your Aerogarden basket. Now, I know the pros and cons of sphagnum peat moss. I mean, it is harvested, from like swampy areas, and I guess that doesn't make it very sustainable because we're taking it from the environment, but we're going to reuse it, and it can be composted back into the ground or back into your vegetable garden or whatever, so it's not like we're just destroying it and getting rid of it. Okay, so these were left out, I guess about 24 hours out here. The sun was bright enough, I guess, to dry them out. I went ahead and squeezed those other ones out like a plug. And then here's the Aerogarden ones. You see they're completely dried out now, and they're fine. You can go ahead and put your seed right in there and put it right in your Aerogarden, just like you would the ones that come from the factory from Aerogarden. And it costs you like pennies to do this. And there's the plug that came out of here. See that? And you can just put that right in the ground or whatever you want. Same thing, put your seed in the top of there. You can make these as long or as short as you want. Okay, so that's it. Hey, everybody take care. Be safe. Do your social distancing. Wear your mask. Even if you think it doesn't look cool or whatever, just wear your mask. Stay healthy. And I'll see you on the next video. Take care. Hey, once again, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Do me a favor. Click that button down there at the bottom, that subscribe button. You never know what kind of video I'm going to come up with next. Please share with your family and your friends. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Give me some feedback. Let me know how you make out with your project or how you like this video. Take care.